Greetings CM1 and welcome to lesson 19. I hope that we are ready for the new week and that everyone is well rested. Good luck with all your tests that are going on. Today we are starting with listening. Please turn to page 27 in our student books. So we're going to find our student books and we are going to turn to page 27. Page 27. Right. And we have the listening. Number one, before you listen, you have to look at the photos and write the correct letter. Are they good ways to fit? Okay, so you have to write the correct letter. Look at the photo and write the correct letter. Okay, so before we fill in the letters, let's look at the vocabulary box right here on top. I'm going to say the words. Please repeat after me. All right. Surfing. Surfing. Ice skating. Ice skating. Bowling. Bowling. Horseback riding. Horseback riding. Good job. Okay, so make sure you always repeat so you get what kind of pronunciation you need to make. Good job. Okay, when you are finished number one, you go to number two and it is listening. So you're going to go to your online book and find the listening part for unit 4, right? Okay, and then number two, you will please listen to the interviews and fill in the 3 people to complete the chart. Okay, so we have Diane on number 1. Number 2, we have Tony. Number 3, we have Sandy. You have to tell us what are their ages. How old is Diane? How old is Tony? How old is Sandy? By listening to the audiobook, okay? And then their job. You have to tell me what job does Diane do? What job does Tony do? And what job does Sandy do? Okay, good job. All right, so once you're finished number 2, you will go to number 3 and you will listen and then complete the sentences about Diane, Tony, and Sandy. Okay, so let's look at the first example. Diane, A, I go 3 times a week. And B, I go surfing in the Okay, so you listen and you get the answer. Okay, that should take you about 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes. And then number 4, we have listening plus. Please play listening plus. And then you will choose the correct answers. After you finish listening to the interview, you are going to choose the correct answers. Okay, right, good job. Now let us turn to the next page, which is page 28. Page 28, right here, page 28. And if you want to see it clearly, page 28, we have our reading. Okay, so before we start reading, you can see the picture and you can see the title. It says, do you want to play in the NBA? Do any of you know anything about the NBA? Yes? Do you know anything about this kind of sport they play? What is the NBA? Okay, I'm sure that not all of you, but some of you know about the NBA. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I am going to read. First, you will follow in your book, okay? So you will read too with your eyes and just listen to me. And when I finish, I will read again. And then if I put my hand like this, or I keep silent, it is your turn to read. So please make sure that you read too, because reading is part of your English class, okay? If you want to be good in English, be better in English, you have to actually read. And our class is a conversation class, okay? All right. Okay, now I'm gonna get started. So everybody make sure that you have your student books and you are turned to page 28, okay? And our reading is, you want to play in the NBA? Read on. So it's like a question. You want to play in the NBA? Read on. Basketball is a very popular sport all over the world. Young players from all countries dream of becoming professional basketball players. And they want to play in the league in the world, in the best league in the world, the NBA, National Basketball Association. What's it like playing at the top level of this amazing sport? Professional basketball is a hard, non-stop sport, and the players are very tall and fast. They need a lot of energy and they need to be very fit. They never stop training in the gym, on the running track, and on the court. When the season starts in October, training gets really serious. Superstar Jeremy Lin was born in California. He is the first Chinese American to play in the league. He is also the first NBA player to score more than 20 points in the first 5 games. Jeremy Lin doesn't like running. He usually trains with the basketball in his hand, doing the same moves again and again. After training, he often does yoga. And his favorite sport is soccer. He can play both sports because they are both in the same season. Crazy fact. So here's a crazy fact about Jeremy Lin. Jeremy Lin is 1.91 meters tall, but his parents are only 1.68 meters tall. Okay, that was a nice reading piece. I hope you enjoyed it. And now I'm going to read again and you are going to repeat. Okay. You want to play in the NBA? Read on. Basketball is a very popular sport all over the world. Young players from all countries dream of becoming professional players. And they want to play in the best league in the world, the NBA, National Basketball Association. What's it like playing at the top level of this amazing sport? Professional basketball is a hard, non-stop sport, and the players are very tall and fast. They need a lot of energy and they need to be very fit. They never stop training in the gym, on the running track, and on the court. When the season starts in October, training gets really serious. Superstar Jeremy Lin was born in California. He is the first Chinese American to play in the league. He is also the first NBA player to score more than 20 points in his first 5 games. Jeremy Lin doesn't like running. He usually trains with the basketball in his hand, doing the same moves again and again. After training, he often does yoga. And his favorite sport is soccer. He can't play both sports because they are both in the same season. Crazy fact. Jeremy Lin is 1.91 meters tall, but his parents are only 1.68 meters tall. Good job. Okay, after this, you go to the reading, read number 2, the questions, read the article, complete the questions. Okay, so the answer: A, yoga; B, 1.68 meters; C, California; D, in October. Excuse me. So it's really easy. All the answers are in the reading already. Okay, number 3, you have to read the article again and then choose true or false. You have to read the article again and then choose true or false. Okay, right. And then then you can just answer 4 for yourself. Okay, you can answer 4 for yourself. Okay, so that is the end. That is the end of our class, and then we're going to turn off our classwork. We're going to turn to our workbook and open page 23. Okay, so we go to our workbook and go to page 23, which is this, and it is listening. Okay, you have to do number 1, you have to do number 2, right? Listen and choose the correct sentences. Number 2, listen again and correct the sentences. So number 2 is wrong, so you have to make it right. Choose the correct one. Is it is or is it isn't? Okay, and then let's look at pronunciation. We have the Z sound and then we have the S sound, and you have to write down, read the underlined part, and then you have to find out if it's the Z sound or the S sound. Okay, so listen carefully. You can also go to the audiobook and play it. Number 1, that's great. Is that a S sound or is it a Z sound? Okay, please check in the box what sound it is. Okay, so we are right here, pronunciation, and I'm reading for you. That's great. So what sound was that? Number 2, I run 10 kilometers every day. Kilometers, is it S or Z? 3, about 4 times a day. Times, is it S or is it Z? Times. Okay. 4, I always eat healthy food too. Always, is it a S sound or a Z sound? Always. Okay, and number 4, I only go to the gym once a month. Once, is it a S sound or Z sound? Once. And number 6, I need an exercise partner. Exercise, is it a S sound or is it a Z sound? Okay, so that is pretty much very easy. Okay, and that's the end. That's the end of this class. So I'm going to see you in the next lesson, which will be lesson 21. Good job. Bye-bye.